Hi friends, it's Tina, and today I'm sharing one of my absolute favorite easy dinners, my ginger pork stir fry. I have been making this for years. It's quick, budget friendly, and perfect for busy days when you still want something homemade yet comforting. You can use whatever you have on hand, fresh, frozen, or even canned vegetables. This always turns out delicious. When groceries cost more than ever, it can feel hard to put together a good meal without spending a fortune. But dinner doesn't have to be expensive or complicated, and that's one of the reasons why I love this stir fry. It's full of flavor, it comes together super quickly, and it is made with simple, affordable ingredients you probably already have. I start by heating a little oil and adding some chopped onion to my frying pan. You can use as little or as much onion as you like. This is definitely one of those meals where you can use what you and your family prefer as far as vegetables go. Now I am adding some orange pepper. I usually use green pepper, and I actually am completely out of green peppers. Ordinarily, what I'll do is when peppers go on sale, I'll take the seeds out, chop them up, and just put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. I don't blanch them or anything, and then I can take out the amount of peppers that I need for a dish. But I have used up all my green peppers. I've also peeled and grated one large carrot to put in my stir fry. You don't have to grate your carrots, but I always grate my carrots when I make this recipe, and sometimes all I'll use are my onions and carrots, and that is just fine for this stir fry. It is so good. But if you want to bulk out this stir fry and make it a little more filling and stretch it out even more, you can absolutely add more vegetables. Today I also decided to add some frozen green peas to my stir fry. So I'm going to put them in, and meanwhile the onions are cooking until they're translucent. I obviously don't want to overcook everything, and that's another reason why I grate my carrots, because they'll cook a lot faster. Now, really, I could have added the peas closer near the end of making the stir fry because they do cook so fast, but I'm just keeping it real. I just thought about them, so I threw them in the pan. I'm going to give everything a good stir. Now it's time to mix the sauce. So simple, you guys. Vinegar, soy sauce, brown sugar, a bit of ketchup, and ginger. So here I'm adding 3 tablespoons of regular white vinegar, a quarter cup of brown sugar. Doesn't matter if it's light or dark. Then I'm adding a generous squeeze of ketchup, approximately a tablespoon. Next, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Now I'm adding half a teaspoon of dried garlic powder. And you can adjust this if you want a quarter of a teaspoon or half a teaspoon. You can also use fresh garlic if you like, but for this stir fry, I almost always use the dried garlic powder. Give that a little whiskey. Next up, I'm going to be adding some fresh ginger. If you prefer to use dry powdered ginger, you could just add it at the same time you add your garlic powder. I love fresh ginger in my stir fries, and I really find it makes a huge difference in the flavor. But honestly, if you just have dried ginger, that will work really great with this recipe too. So I'm just peeling my ginger. I like to use a spoon to peel my ginger, and I'm adding probably about a tablespoon. I know that seems like a lot, but I really love the ginger in this stir fry. Don't forget to stir your stir fry a little bit while you're preparing the sauce. You don't want anything to burn or overcook. And I do have this on low. Now I'm using my fancy chopper from Pampered Chef. I use this all the time. If you watch my videos, you'll see how often I use my gadgets. I love them. So I did chop that ginger up really well, and I'm just going to add that to the pan and give everything a good little stir. Now I'm just adding the sauce to the vegetables, which have softened nicely. And this sauce really has that perfect balance of sweet, savory, and tangy. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious. So I'm just going to get everything stirred together really, really well. One of the best ways to save money on groceries is to build your meals around versatile sauces like this. Now I'm just going to put the lid on this and keep it on low while I cook the meat. Now I'm using pork loin today. We had bought pork loin on sale and I just cut it up into smaller pieces and vacuum sealed it and put it in the freezer. But you don't have to use pork loin. You can use whatever you have. Chicken works great in this meal. You could even use ground meat, like ground turkey or ground chicken or ground beef. You could use tofu. You could even use leftover roast, whatever you have. And as I mentioned, when I see pork or chicken on sale, I like to buy the extra, slice it up, freeze it. It saves so much money, reduces waste, and it makes dinner so easy. And if you're watching your grocery budget, here's a great tip. You don't need a lot of meat. You just use half the amount and add more veggies. Things like cabbage, mushrooms, zucchini all work great. I did have 3 small pork loins, so I just decided to slice them all and cook them all. But even one of these portions would have been fine. And I did use a pan that was a little bit too small for this amount of meat, but it worked well, and I just cooked the meat in that little bit of oil until it was no longer pink. Because it's sliced pretty thin, the meat will cook really quickly. Another great tip with this recipe is if you like to meal prep, you can easily make this sauce ahead of time and store it in the fridge for a few days, or you can even freeze it. Then when you need a quick meal, your dinner is ready in no time. Now, I do like to season my meat with a little bit of seasoning salt. I'm a Laurie's seasoning girl. It's my favorite seasoning salt, but you can use regular salt and then just a little bit of black pepper. As you can see, the pork is cooking really quickly and browning really, really nicely. While the meat finishes cooking, I'm going to make some rice. I'm just using instant rice, which I don't ordinarily use. I normally use my long grain in my Instant Pot, but again, I wanted a super quick dinner for tonight, so that's what I'm using. You can also use any kind of rice, jasmine, brown rice, or even noodles. Ramen noodles without the seasoning packets will work perfectly with this. Just toss them in with your stir fry and let them soak up all that flavor. Now that my salted water has come to a boil, I'm going to add the rice, put the lid on, turn the heat off, and let it do its magic. The last step is thickening the sauce, and that is just 2 teaspoons of cornstarch stirred with 1 tablespoon of water. So I'm just going to thoroughly combine that in my stir fry. This stir fry also makes awesome leftovers. You can pack it up for lunch the next day or even wrap it in a tortilla for a quick and easy stir fry wrap. At the last minute, I decided to toss in a can of mini corn cobs that I got at the dollar store. They were perfect. They add a nice crunch and a little sweetness, and that's the beauty of this recipe. It's not about perfection, it's about using what you have. Now I'm stirring in my cooked pork and it's ready to be served over some rice. So cooking at home, I believe, is really one of the best ways to save money and take care of yourself. Buying meat when it's on sale, using what you have on hand, and repurposing ingredients into new meals, it all adds up to a delicious, economical meal. This stir fry is so delicious. I hope you try it. I love pairing it sometimes with a simple green salad or some steamed broccoli for balance. It's hearty, healthy, and it feels so good knowing you made something so satisfying and so delicious from scratch. I think that's one of the most peaceful things about cooking and why I love it so much. It slows us down. The smell of ginger and garlic filling the kitchen, the sound of the sizzle. Oh my goodness, it's all those little moments that remind us how lovely home cooked food can be. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you give this ginger pork stir fry a try. If you do, let me know in the comments. I think you're going to love it as much as we do. For more cozy recipes and simple living inspiration and a little taste of life here in Nova Scotia, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a new video. So until next time, my friends, take care and remember, life is short, so make the most of that dash in between.